Floyd. Floyd.
Well, you know, you two.
Action!
We see you in the future.
It's Charlie. So as soon as he met my dog, he changed his name to Charlie.
Yep.
And we're just figuring out how many times we've been bit. And I can only remember twice. One was a little German Shepherd, and then the one little one was like a tiny little dog who put a hole right in the back of my calf.
A little puncture wound?
Yep. And I still feel like I could show it to you, but I won't. But it sounds like you have more than two.
Yeah, we got the scar on my hand. I can't see my butt, so I'm sure it's healed.
You got a butt? You got a butt scar? That wins.
We got Zeke right here,
Zeke,
who was supposed to be a corgi, and Ava, who is about as much of a cattle dog as you could possibly be.
well, we just thought we'd stop by because it's a Skoolie, and Skoolies are like the ultimate coolest thing in the world. Tell us about your Skoolie.
All right.
Why are you living in the Skoolie? You're full time.
Yep, full time. It's a 2000 Bluebird, I believe it's a TC something or other. It matters very little because it is barely the school bus that it once was. It's got the 5.9 liter Cummins in it, so it's pretty common puller rather.
That's your hood right there.
That is. Yeah, as you look in there, you're pretty much stepping over the engine as we enter. It was a big find for us because it already had the storage underneath it, being an activity bus for sports and such and bands.
Is there soccer in Kansas? There seems to be.
We have a professional team in Kansas City.
What?
Growing up, that was a big deal for me, not the professional team, but we got soccer as I entered high school. So I got to be on the first team through our local podunk.
And when did you get it? How long ago? How long have you had it?
I've had this for over 3 years now. I got it in central Kansas while I was doing a giant solar job on a military base. We ended up getting a hold of it at a pretty decent discount. I think it was average at the time, but now the price has jumped dramatically to get a hold of one of these. It was already painted.
Was it running?
It was running. Painted, not well. There were a few seats left in it, very few. We pulled all the rest of those out except for the driver's seat. And outside of that, we basically turned the back door into the entrance of the garage. So there's no real access to that back door from the inside.
Okay, and how much of that is garage?
It is one window.
Okay.
And it's a little bit unique, at least from what I've seen in videos. We have one window, but it only goes to pretty much the top of the window. So then when we go inside, you'll see in the bedroom area, we've got a lot of our clothing storage at the moment in this little gap from the roof of the bus down to where we've put the top of the garage.
And washing machine?
Little washing machine, yep. We use all natural soap, so I don't feel too bad if I do have to dump it out here because we don't have a gray water tank yet. Yeah, laundry line. Some unmentionables. Awesome.
You've had it for 3 years?
We've spent a year away from it doing nothing. We spent a year of those 3 living in it, trying to work on it and not accomplishing much. Yeah, the year prior to that, we gutted it and then started kind of plucking away and putting things back in it. So.
Okay, and you predict to be here for about another year and then head west?
Yes, west to the mountains of Colorado, hopefully.
So, and do what with it out there?
We plan on eventually finding a plot of land. And by that point, it'll be in a situation where we can boondock pretty easily. So if we need to wait to be able to pull power onto the land, we'll still be able to use the solar panels, which I have, but they're not installed. They're in the garage area at the moment. But yeah, buy some land, plant the bus, and then it will be a guest house someday.
Hi.
Oh, there's so much room in here.
Hi, guys.
When we have our ceiling in, you'll be scraping.
6'2", yeah.
Oh,
look at this. Look at this theater.
Wow.
A desk as well over there.
And a desk.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw her. It looked like she was driving, but she was...
It's a simulator.
Cool. Bedroom, living room, kitchen, office.
Very cool. Wow, it's massive.
Yeah, it goes in forever. Cool. Oh, bathroom. Okay, composting toilet, people. The nature's head right here.
Sweet.
They're wonderful. They're really expensive.
Yeah.
If I ever do this again, I'll just build my own.
Absolutely. Now that you know how it works.
The concept is
and
there.
And you could probably sell that for...
Absolutely. Now there's some engineering that I need to, kind of figure out when I build my own, which is how to stir it effectively, because I think that that's one of the biggest selling points of that, is you have the ability to flush it, so to speak. And you can also, you've got the fan in there, but that would be a really easy thing to get a computer fan, and works great. Seat's not very uncomfortable. I mean, it's a toilet seat, so you
not uncomfortable.
Not very not uncomfortable.
Triple negative.
So
so you have a small garage, dude.
we do.
That was a choice, huh?
Yep.
Wow,
Oh, you guys are
nice.
plugged in.
Laziness.
Oh, look at in the windows around, surrounding your bed. That's so pretty.
So there's storage under the bed. In the future, our idea is to probably get a ductless mini split. It's an AC system that's a lot more
Oh, yeah.
compact.
Oh,
It gets hot
cool.
in Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah, this is
probably
big.
get a big enough system and just use fans to
That's
kind of propel it down the
great.
tube. Yeah, so right now it's all sort of temporary storage until we actually build it out a little bit better.
Cool.
The ceiling will be tin
It's beautiful.
someday.
You want to pop open the hood or not?
Yeah, that's fine.
For the gearheads, not as much for me.
Cool fridge.
Thank you. Courtney thinks it needs to be bigger, so
Oh.
So how much do you have to get in here and mess with it?
none so
How's
far.
that?
I had a coolant debacle early on with this.
Okay.
I know, earlier we had talked about the heating system, and it had the original bus heaters. So what that is you've got the engine running, it actually cycles the coolant down the tube, and there were 2 heaters under the seats. So yeah, I took those out. What I hadn't thought about is it was a pump and 2 heaters, and well, what are we? This is almost 38, it's about 38 feet long. So we probably had almost 60 feet of hose filled with coolant.
Wow.
And so when I took that out, I had to deal with a massive flood. Then I had to deal with a dog that drank the coolant.
Oh no!
And
The vet.
No vet visit needed. We got him to throw up promptly and got it all out and monitored him, and he got better. He was fine. No, it's a 6.
Oh, it's a 6.
Yep.
So 24 valve.
Yep. Yeah. So it's been reliable. I almost overheated this sucker when we first drove. I had to stop and figure out how to put coolant in right away, and I think I put in something like 9 gallons of coolant. Yeah, I almost killed the bus on our first journey.
Why is it Floyd?
That's a great story. So when I was in the Navy, I had a best buddy that I lived with for a while, and when I got out, I didn't have any contact with him for a bit, and then I found out about a year later that he also got out of the Navy and was coming through, and I had spoke so highly about living in this area that he decided to move here. So he lived here for a year, and then he died really suddenly. And so this bus in itself is kind of a tribute to my best friend. So
Oh.
yeah,
I'm glad I asked.
yeah, he's got
I'm
the
glad I
name for
asked.
a reason.
So the
He
best
was-
friend Floyd is now your best friend
Yeah,
bus.
Floyd houses us now. So yeah, he almost was Dodge though, because that was my buddy's name was Creighton Dodge Floyd
Aww.
from Paducah, Kentucky, and he was like the most unique guy you'd ever meet, with the thickest accent you'd ever hear, and the friendliest guy.
So you said it's a work in progress. What are your plans for the bus?
Well, the plan has been adjusted many times. I think we had some very grand plans in the beginning, and then realized we would rather be comfortable and be able to live in it sooner rather than later in its final state. So the ceiling will be tin, which should be relatively easy to install. The wood burner will be reinstalled in a better position with more stovepipe within the actual cabin of the bus, so we get better heat out of it. And we will have hardwood floors. There will be cabinetry eventually, and in the end, my wife requested / commanded a bathtub, so we will build out a bathtub in our bathroom. So
Beautiful. We can't wait to see it.
Yeah, hopefully me too. That's where the stove pipe used to come out.
Oh.
So now it is going to be a beautiful accent. That is the prototype, but we should probably end up with like a copper strip all the way down.
Oh, that's
Both
going to be
sides.
gorgeous.
Someday. We'll see you around.
See you around. Action.
Thank you so much for the tour, dude.
Absolutely, man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man, and great to meet you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. This is how I met you. This path right here. You walked up into my yard, and I
There you
went,
go.
"What a jolly little fellow you got."
Some hillbillies left their stuff and their dog here.
Yeah. Free dog if you need it.
He knows some survival tactics, people.
How to get out of duct tape?
Car was really into that. She wanted to wrap me up in duct tape.
Yeah, we could demonstrate that someday. So
We'll come back and do that, dude.
get an update on the bus while you're
Get an
at it.
update on the bus. Wait till the muggy summer, I guess, are pretty bad here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
man. Any final words?
Safe journeys.
Thanks, man.
Well, you know, you two.